Okay, you're welcome to the second training material, and then we call this material Trade Forex Now. Trade Forex Now. So this is the second material for the Forex Guru training program. So let's get started. The first page, as you can see, the first and second page, because I opened two pages on two pages of the book on the screen like this. So on this material as well, you will learn a lot of technical stuff here, a lot of technical stuff, and it's going to show you how to read your charts and some other stuff like that. Very important. It's very important. So you must have studied the first material before you come to this material. These materials are carefully selected to give to you the important stuff you need to know so that you can become a successful trader, whether you are a beginner or you are a pro trader. So what is Forex? Opportunities in Forex. Once you're done with that, you go to the second page, you go to technical analysis. If the text of this book from this my screen is too small for you, that's normal, because I try to put two pages of the book on the same screen. So I'm not asking you to watch this particular video on your mobile phone. No, you are expected to watch this particular video on your laptop. No laptop at the moment, or where you are watching the video, you can actually watch it on your mobile phone. It's recommended you watch this video on your laptop so that you can have the full screen like mine, like this. So let's move forward. You go to technical analysis. What do we call technical analysis? So we have three major analysis in Forex trading: the technical analysis, the fundamental analysis, and the sentimental analysis. So that because I won't want to take your time in this rundown video, once you read up, you need to understand. So fundamental analysis, the sentimental analysis. So three types of Forex charts. You see the line chart, bar chart, the candlestick chart. So the candlestick chart is the most important, most common. You will be seeing on people's screens, and when some people send you a screenshot, or you read the Forex book, or you watch some Forex videos on YouTube or other places. So the candlestick chart, we come back here, the line chart, bar chart, and then the candlestick chart. So one of the most important aspects of Forex trading when you're reading your chart is Forex support and resistance. This is very important, not only in Forex, because I explained to you that if you could read your charts in Forex, you could easily use the same knowledge to read your charts even when you are trading cryptocurrency or other stuff like that. So Forex support and resistance, you have to learn them. They're very important. Very important. So plotting Forex support and resistance, you have to know how to do that. This place will explain everything to you, other interesting things about Forex support and resistance. Trend lines. So how do you draw your trend lines? So move on to channels. Type of channels is explained here. You now go to trade with support and resistance. If you want to trade using your knowledge of support and resistance, what will you do? How will you do? So you check the bounce, the break. Another thing is that Fibonacci trading tool. This Fibonacci trading tool is very important as well, but a lot of people don't know. A lot of people do get confused when it comes to this aspect, because you see some videos like statistics and other stuff like that. But if you don't get this aspect, when you are getting through the book for the first time or second time. So don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. There are a lot of indicators, a lot of techniques you can use in studying your forex chart. So if you don't get this particular one from the first or this particular book, don't worry, you'll get it anytime. Moving average, double top. Now you now go to chart patterns. This place is very, very important. Chart patterns. So you have to know, because a lot of people get, once when you start trading forex as a beginner and you don't know all these kind of things, you were like, how did they know that this thing will go up? How do they know it's going to go down? It will be like a magic to you, because you just see the things moving up and things moving down. You'll be like, what's going on here? How did they know that this thing is going to move up? How will I know where to place my trade? How will I know where to put my stop loss, my take profits? How will I know all those kind of stuff? It will be as if people are just gambling. It will be as if they're just putting in there, it just luck. No, it's not like that. No, you have to know chart patterns. How the chart will look like for you to make a particular kind of decision. You understand? So once you get to chart patterns, the first one you see here is double top and double bottom, and I explained here double top, double bottom. You can see from here, this one is double top, a top here, and this thing will be calculated. You will see the top here, So we calculate the distance from here to here. There's a high likelihood that once you break this, it's coming down. Particular support is here. Once you break it down like this, it's going to go the same height, the same distance. It's moved up here. It's going to move it down. So once you see something like this, you know that your the market is actually going down, and you put your you put your take profit with regard to the distance it's moved here. And if you want to put your stop loss, that, because nothing is certain in this world. Nothing is certain. Only death. We are not going to die now. We will live long in good health and prosperity. So if you want to put your stop loss, you can put it somewhere depending on your appetite for risk, and then your trading balance and some other factors that you will learn in the book. So that one is double top. You can see double bottom as well. Double bottom too. You can see the way they do the calculation. Just make sure you read through all this and you study them and put them into practice. The next one is head and shoulders. Head and shoulders. You can see the shoulders here. You can see the head. So another one is inverse. Head and shoulders. You know we have double top there before and the double bottom. So the head and shoulder and inverse head and shoulders, they are like the word and opposite. So you have your wedge. You have two types of wedge here. You have the rising wedge here, and you have the falling wedge. You get it? See this one, rising wedge going up. I see this one too, falling wedge. This one is falling down. So lower eyes, another thing like that. Another thing is rectangle breakout. You can see that the way this market is moving, it's like a forming, not going outside. It looks like a rectangle. It looks like a rectangle. So break down here, going there. You can see this, near this from here. This distance, so near this distance as well. This distance, with move it, I have the tendency of moving that distance to up. It's coming from up, it's coming down before, it forms this, and it moves down. It's going up before, it forms this, and it moves up again. So there's another one, pennants, bearish and bullish pennants. Bearish and bullish. So you know bull and you know bear, two animals. So if it's bearish, it's coming down. If it's bullish, it's moving up. So if it's bearish, it's coming down. If it's bullish, it's moving up. So you must have heard that terms in forex trading or cryptocurrency trading or whatever. So brief consolidation, moving downward here. It continues. It's moving up. A brief consolidation. It moves up again. So another one is a triangle pattern. Triangle patterns. A symmetrical triangle. You can see all this. So it breaks out. Please make sure you read all these things. The symmetrical triangle. When you get here, you see this ascending triangle here. Does it this descending triangle as well? You can see here is main group of chart patterns. Main group of chart patterns. So we have different group of chart patterns. Some patterns will tell you that if this thing is coming, it is bearish, because I'll be speaking in those terms now. If the market is bearish and you can see that the market is moving downward, before you see that pattern is telling you if the group of pattern if the group that pattern belongs to, if it's a continuation pattern or a reversal pattern. Reversal means that the thing is going up before. Once you see that pattern somewhere, you know that that market is coming down. And if it is coming down before, if you see a reversal pattern somewhere, if it's coming down before, that means it will start going up. But if it's a continuation chart pattern, it means if it's coming down before and see that pattern there, it means it will continue going down. And if it's going up before you see that pattern, once you see that pattern, you know that it will still continue to go up. It's telling you that this thing is actually continuing. So those are the two groups. Is either your market continue the way it's coming before, or it's reversed. So if you now group all the chart patterns that we have seen before, we group them into two. We will have the reversal chart patterns and the continuation chart patterns. So in this lesson, we covered 6 chart patterns that give reversal signals. Can you name all 6 of them? So this double top, double bottom, head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, rising wedge and falling wedge, all of them are what? They are under reversal signals. Yes. Once you see any of this anyway, you know that if it's coming down before, you start going up, and if it's going up before, you start coming down. You can see any of them. Double top is going up before, you start coming down. Head and shoulders, it's going up before, you start coming down. Rising wedge, it's going up before, you start coming down. And this one too, this double bottom, if it's coming down before, you start going up. Inverse head and shoulders, if it's coming down before, you start going up. And this falling wedge too, if it's coming down before, you start going up. So because they are reversal patterns. So the continuation chart patterns now. Example is this falling wedge. So if this one is going up before, it will still continue going up. Now this bullish rectangle, bullish pennant, rising wedge, triangle, and this bearish pennant. And there are also bilateral chart patterns too. Bilateral chart patterns are a bit more tricky because this signals that the price can move either way. So this ascending triangle, if you see them anywhere, your market can move anywhere. This descending triangle as well, and this symmetrical triangle. So these ones are the third groups. These bilateral chart patterns, they are the third groups. So your market can moving on up. You can decide if to move up or down. It can move anyway. So when you see those kind of chart patterns, you have to be patient to make sure that you see the movement of the market outside that chart pattern, so that you know where your market is actually going before you make your trade decision. I hope you're clear with this. So the next thing is harmonic patterns. So this aspect are an advanced course. Yeah. So these other patterns, they are advanced course. So you take your time to study through this. But I can tell you that with all what you have learned before, the first book and this book to this page, you make exploits. Yeah, I can assure you that you make exploits. You take your time to study through these other advanced patterns as well. The ABCD pattern and others like that. These ones, you can just get yourself confused, or you get yourself overwhelmed when you when you're starting out. But don't worry, if you don't get all these ones in your first, second, third, even fourth read, don't worry. You can take your time to study them through. But the chart patterns that we have shown that you have learned before, and other stuff that you have learned, you will make expert with them. So step 2, all these ones, news move the market. Yeah, how to trade the news using the straddle trade strategy. There's a straddle trade strategy here. How to trade the news using the straddle trade strategy. You can see these tips here. There's a kind of information here. Trading plan. Yeah, trading plan. Do you want to become a scalper, a day trader, or you want to be a swing trader? So you have to choose, and you can have combination of the three depending on your account size, your appetite for risk, and then how much you can control your emotion. That's very important. That's very important. That's very important. So scalping, day trading, and swing trading. So learn the difference between the three here. So stop loss setting. Stop loss setting. You see this here? How to set your stop loss. So this brings us to the end of this video. So we've done a rundown for this course, for this Trade Forex Now course. This book, we've done a rundown. So with all the information here, you are good to go. So we move down to the other training material, and we have the rundown video for it too. Thank you so much. I'm Amos Fadele, and don't forget to be checking out forexadvocate.com. forexadvocate.com. They are the sponsor in collaboration with Impact Grill Community. They are the sponsor for this Forex Grill training. Yeah, we will have paid up to $400 to learn all this, to have access to these materials and to the training and the mentorship and every other thing. But forexadvocate.com and impactgrill.com have paid for this. Yeah, they've sponsored this. So thank you once again. If you have any question or whatever, or you are convinced with something, study through first, and then you can ask a question on the training groups and during our live classes too. Thank you. God bless you.